Tom Brady became the MVP favorite over the weekend despite having a bye week. Lamar Jackson had 20-1 odds as of Saturday night. He now sits at 9-1. All this according to Caesars. Let's do this, gentlemen. Who is the real MVP? You're up first.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Listen, it's about Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady. I'm a roll with Tom Brady for the moment. I'm a roll with Tom Brady.
That's not a bad choice.
I just think that the way Tom Brady is flinging the football, the fact that he's 44 years of age and doing what he is doing. Antonio Brown's been out a couple of weeks. Gronk has been out a couple of weeks. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is, for the most part, their offense continues to flow. You continue to see them getting better and better. And the question about them isn't even their offense, it's their defense, because of a 44-year-old man leading the way. I think when you look at it from that perspective, right now, I'm just about Tom Brady. I think that with Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, as great as he has been, there's been too many times struggles at pivotal moments, even though they've ended up pulling things out.
I mean, their record don't indicate he's been struggling, neither does his statistics when you talk about Lamar. Tom Brady, no problem at all. I have no problem with that. But when you think about Lamar Jackson, they talk about Tom Brady's going to throw for over 5,000 yards. Imagine somebody as a dual threat combining for 5,800 yards of total offense. By the time the season ends, he will have combined for 5,800 yards of total offense, which means he's carrying this team by himself at a high clip of 80+% of that offense. You cannot say that he's not the MVP. The thing that I would say is, if Tom Brady is replaced for whatever reason by Aaron Rodgers in Tampa, Matthew Stafford in Tampa, you see where I'm going? Any of these so-called top 6, 7 quarterbacks, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could still be in the same winning percentage in the position that they're in right now. You do that in Baltimore, the Baltimore Ravens will be getting ready for Christmas without Lamar Jackson in the lineup.
Listen, I appreciate what you're saying. I disagree I disagree that if you replace Tom Brady with a number of different players, they would still be the same football
So let me ask you this. So if I put Aaron Rodgers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
if you put Aaron Rodgers with the Baltimore Ravens,
they're not going to be nowhere
they would still
near.
be legit. Aaron Rodgers is, listen, it would not look the same as what Lamar Jackson is doing. He's still going to win, bro.
Look what he did when he was down 3 receivers.
Absolutely.
Did
you discredit what these? He's not going to go run like Lamar Jackson runs. But if you're telling me you don't think that Aaron Rodgers can get in this system and make plays, like the disrespect from Tom Brady, it confuses me, right? Like, this guy has played well and above anybody else at that quarterback position in the NFL this season. 25 touchdowns, like 5 interceptions, and 2 of them were in 1 week. When you look at what Tom Brady does, he makes their offensive line better. He puts them in the right. So you're giving credit to Lamar Jackson for the runs, which I fully use. Tom Brady puts that offense in the run plays. He just has to hand it to someone else to go do it. But they're both doing the same thing, so you can't credit one guy.
No, I'm not.
But Lamar does put the team on his back. I know they're getting into those overtime positions, but he's winning those games.
So does Tom Brady.
But an MVP is what Lamar is doing, Jeff.
No, listen, Tom Brady is complete. Listen, he went and won a championship for a reason. He makes their offensive line better by the way that he gets the ball out on time, pre-snap read, post-snap read, all of those things. So a line that somebody else might not look nearly as good, he makes them better. No different than what Lamar Jackson does. He makes their offensive line look better because his style of play. Let me give you a great example. Orlando Brown, who's now with the Chiefs, right? He looked like an all-star at left tackle because of what Lamar can do behind the line of scrimmage and buy time. In Kansas City, it hasn't looked quite as good because the way that the quarterback pays dividends for the offensive line. No different than what Tom Brady is doing. What I'm telling you is, you can't just say, if we took Lamar out, that Aaron Rodgers.
What's the definition of MVP? The definition of MVP is most valuable player on your team.
And you're saying, not of your team, in the league. In the league would be Tom Brady for me.
I don't think that Brady's the most valuable player when it comes to Lamar.
Let's do this thought experiment. What if we swap them?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
What if we swap them? Do the Ravens have more wins? Would the Bucs have as many wins?
I would love to see Lamar with Mike Evans, Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Leonard Fournette, and company, along with Antonio Brown.
I
would love to see Chris Godwin play with him.
I
would love to see it.
I appreciate that you see it that way, but there's a reason. There's a reason that Baltimore runs this style of offense with Lamar, and they've completely transformed what this offense looks like because of Lamar.
His body of work and his
That's
style.
my point.
That's
so
okay.
if Tom Brady went to the Ravens, you don't think that Tom Brady and John Harbaugh are going to put wins on the board?
Now that they got that personnel.
I think they put wins on the board, but I think that we can't ignore the fact that what we're seeing from Tom Brady.
You can't?
At age 44.
I get that.
Matters. Now, if this dude is a young spring chicken and he's just stepping back in the pocket and he's throwing the football effectively, doing some of the similar things, you compare that to Lamar Jackson, I get where you're coming from. I just think that I can't ignore the fact. I know we're supposed to just look at the numbers, just look at the wins, just look at that. But I can't ignore the fact that at 44 years of age, he's doing what he's doing.
I can't ignore the fact that this dude is putting his team on his back.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's carrying that Raven in that stadium on his back.
He's had 3 games, bro, where his passer rating is like below 90. Like I get the
W column.
Okay, I'm with you. 5. What are they? 5 and 2, 6.
I think it's 6
and 2, right? So they're even, right? They're both together. I respect the heck out of Lamar Jackson. This is not a slight on Lamar Jackson. I'm just saying when you look at what Tom Brady has done in Tampa and continues to do week in and week out, the dude produces, man. And it don't matter who his players. Everybody always talks about around him. Lamar Jackson wouldn't make Tampa better.
My argument is that I feel like I can drop Matthew Stafford in Tampa. I won't even use Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to just use Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
With all of the stuff around him and that defense, Byron Leftwich, B.A., along with Todd Bowles and the special team coach, that they're not going to be 6 and 2.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.